Hello everyone, Jessica Brigden of Jess B Creative Cardiology, and I want to welcome you here to From the Heart Friday. This is session 14, and today we're going to be making I think it's a really cute fun card inspired by my really super bright, this is a LuLaRoe Amelia Dress, and as you can see on it, it's got some really bright colors. It's got some cardinals in here. Hey Luann, how are you? So I was just showing everybody my dress here. I'll do a little shift and then you can actually see the colors in it. But this is the dress. I thought, I was wearing this today. I might as well make a card inspired by it. So I'm going to be using I believe this is, I better turn my camera here so everything doesn't show up completely backwards to you. So I'm going to use the Toile Cardinal here. I received this bundle on the Stampin Up incentive trip, and I have yet to use it. So yeah, I can't wait to see. So if you've watched my videos before, you know that I like bright colors, and so I thought today that my dress matched the the 2018 to 2020 in colors perfectly. So we're using the Cardinal Bundle here, and at the same time that I'm inspired by my dress, I also thought it would be fun to case the layout from the catalog. Whoops, okay, so if I can turn it the right way, we're going to be doing my take on this layout here of the Cardinal, but changing up and making it a little bright and wild. So it has been an exciting week. I am getting closer to my trip to the Stampin' Up trip to Maui. I haven't quite earned it yet. In fact, you can see my board here. I still have a few spots left. So anytime somebody places a $50 order, they get one spot. If you place a $100 order, you get 2 spots. $150 order gets 3 spots. So I had some good orders come in this week. That little clearance update, I think that was on Tuesday, definitely helped. And I want to thank everybody who's been helping me out and supporting me and cheering me on this week and really this whole month, because we are getting closer. As you can see, I have lots of prizes that I will be announcing here, and I'm getting anxious because I want to give stuff away. So yeah, put all the names on here. I'll put them in the random name generator, and then I'll do drawings. I'd like to, if I fill the board, I can do 5 drawings for 5 $50 giveaways. Also 5 half price item giveaways. And ultimately, I'll be giving away the giant $70 bundle that's in the holiday catalog on page, I didn't have my catalog page marked here. It's the $70 big bundle on page 39. Okay, so I received this bundle on the Stampin' Up incentive trip. It's a $70. It's a product medley, so it comes with the stamp set, the dies, the stickers, all the embellishments, the stack of designer series paper, all of that stuff. So I will draw a winner from all of those as well. So just a couple updates. We have the designer series paper special going on still this month. So those are the papers from the annual catalog, the ones that are the $11.50, and then also the pressed petals, which is $14.50. You can get that one, the most expensive one, free. So it's buy 3 get 1 free, the ones that are included on the list. So if you go to my online store at the Stampin' Up site, then and just click buy 3 get 1 free, they're all pictured right there. So that's kind of cool. We had the clearance update. There's still some awesome things in there. Things are up to I think 60 or 70% off, which is phenomenal. And then I have my giveaways too, in addition to my board drawing here. Anybody that places an order, I'll do, of course, send a card and one of my class tutorials, which will have instructions for 4 different cards. And then at a $50 level, you'll get the tutorial, you'll get the class kit, and you'll get a package of the holiday rhinestones, which are really pretty. or sorry, you get the rhinestones. At $75, you get the class kit plus the rhinestones and the tutorial. So anyways, that's all the cool stuff I've got going on. So let's get stamping here and see if you what you think of this wild card. So I'm going to flip the camera here and we'll get busy. So one last quick look at my crazy color dress, because this is our inspiration. All these fun cardinals and bright prints and everything. All right, so I'm going to flip this back and turn you guys around. And there we go. Okay, so you can see my table. Move everything here. Bring my camera close so we can see what we're doing here. Okay, whoop, there we go. I think that's a good spot. Oh, why? Okay, can you guys see me still? All right, if we're good, hopefully we're all right there. So I got our stamp set. I've mounted some of this on a block already. You see my hostess code there, KBRMQ7Q2. So I've got a new hostess code for this last batch of orders, which essentially about around $500. Okay, so grab everything here. The Toile Cardinal set that is right here on the inside cover of the catalog. So this is page 7. And so I'm using the bundle, and here we go. Okay, so not the wreath. This is the one we want right here, which is the cardinal set with the cardinal dies. I don't know if you guys can see that. So the bundle is $51.25, and then we'll be using the in colors, which are from the annual catalog. Get my colors going here. Okay, so it's the 2018 to 2020 colors, because I really thought that those coordinated in there well. And so, yeah, I'm excited to see what you guys think. So I've gone ahead, I've got some of my ink pads here, and I've already cut some cardstock. So I've got, yes, you stocked up on paper piercers. Yeah, that was a great deal on the clearance rack there. I don't know if anybody saw, but they had all of the markers for all the new colors they introduced last year. You could get the that bundle on there. Some really awesome, if you loved the in colors that retired last year, the Berry Burst and the Powder Pink, those are also on there along with the ribbons. So definitely check that out. Hey, Yvonne. So I am making this cute card. I've started my base with Balmy Blue. And like I said, if you're just joining me, these are the colors. It's based on my crazy dress here. And so we got Balmy Blue, and then I've cut a mat of Blueberry Bushel. I love Stampin' Up's fun color names. So the card base here is 5.5 inches across and 8.5 inches long. And so I folded that at the 4 1/4 mark. And then the Blueberry Bushel mat here, this is 4 inches by 5 1/4. Okay, so it's just basically a quarter sheet of cardstock. And put my adhesive there, and I'm gonna just mount this right on top so we've got a 1/4 inch border. And then what I'm going to do, I've also taken some, ooh, do I have it? I'm always trying to be like so super organized, and I think I need to cut a piece of Call Me Clover, because, so I pulled out all the colors. So obviously Balmy Blue is not an in color, and neither is the Rich Razzleberry, but we kind of needed, I had a few more colors in my dress, but the Blueberry Bushel, I've got Grapefruit Grove, got some Pineapple Punch, and we're gonna definitely stamp with some lovely lipstick, and I need a little bit of Call Me Clover, which I forgot, and then we'll accent with these fun Happiness Blooms enamel dots. So hang on just a sec, I'm gonna cut this super quick. hear me running around. All right, but I've got it. So I believe this piece here, I just really quick, I had some scraps sitting on my desk. So this piece, of course I don't have my measurement, but I believe that's 2.5, and I know it's 4 3/4 inches wide. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this on. I know sometimes, or most times, when I'm doing these videos, I just kind of wing it. And then this afternoon, I kind of had a light bulb moment. I'm like, I wonder how this cardinal would look in these in colors to match this dress. So I did do a little quick run through here with a few supplies before I went live. So I know this card, it doesn't look like much yet, but like I said, we are doing crazy colors, but we are casing the layout of this card here on the front of the holiday catalog. So we've got our background. We added, so in place of this little soft seafoam piece, I've done the Call Me Clover. And then they've got a layer of the vellum cardstock on there, which is really cool. It does help to kind of tone things down and add in a bit of an accent. So we will cut some of that, and then we'll do our branch and our birds and all the little sprigs. Okay, here. So we've got, I did pre-cut my vellum, and it looks pretty plain, just like that. But if I pull out the little swirly dies here from the stamp set, then we can, essentially what we'll do is we'll die cut them like this. All right, so they add some fun accents. And move these things out of the way so that I can make my big shot, hopefully without knocking over my camera too much and shaking everything. All right, so I've got my base. I'm gonna line up my vellum. I want the swirls to kind of go like this so they're facing the corners. And I'll put my top plate on and run it through my big shot here. Okay, crank, crank, snap, crackle, pop. All right, so it comes out like this, and then I've got these swirly little accent pieces. Might be fun, we can even add them to the front if I put them somewhere where I don't lose them. Okay, and those little dies too. All right, so I'm gonna stick those pieces there. I am just going to add, vellum is super thin and we're gonna do a lot of layering on top, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of adhesive right smack in the middle because I really don't want anybody to see it. I just want it sticking out the edges there. Okay, and that'll tack it in place. And then, well, then we need a branch for our bird to rest on. So I've got our pineapple punch cardstock here, and I'm going to stamp the branch. I've mounted both the bird and the branch on the back, both sides of, this is the E block. Sorry, that's upside down. Number E, this is our bigger block. Hi, Luann. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Yvonne. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna stamp some Call Me Clover on here, and the stamp is a little bit bigger than the pad, so I just want to make sure I get it all good and covered on there. And the nice thing with the framelits now is they cut so close that I don't have to worry about cutting anything off. So I'll stamp that right on there and set that aside till I can clean it, not to stick my arm in it. Okay, so now we can see it kind of starting to come together here. It's a bit bright, and the nice thing is we don't have to do any fussy cutting because we have framelits for all of these pieces. So this large branch piece fits perfectly here over our stamped image. So I'm going to die cut that, and then we'll stick that on the card. Oops, It's moving on me just a little bit. I should be using my magnetic plate, but I didn't have that right out here, so I'm gonna hold it tight. How is everybody doing today? Hi, Wendy. How are you? Oh, it's morning where you are. It is 3:15 here in the afternoon here in New York, and it's so beautiful out. Here it's like 75 degrees, which is like perfect late summer temperatures. Clear blue skies, and like last week was super duper windy. Today is just nice and calm and makes me just want to like go sit out in a hammock and soak up the sun. All right, so now we can start to see this taking place a little bit. I need to grab my dimensionals, and I've done pretty good using up a lot of my scraps. So I actually get to open a new pack today. I should have grabbed my minis because these are just a little bit big, but I've got my snips here, so I'll just trim some of these edges, make them a little bit smaller for what I need. Okay, just put little ones kind of here and there, because I don't want anything like popping up. Oh, that one it didn't want to come free. Yep, I'm gonna snip this too. Okay, stick that right in there. So my cardinal is gonna sit right over the top, so I don't need the whole thing glued down, just enough to tack it in place here, and we'll peel off all these little wrappers. Oh, gorgeous too out in Wisconsin. Nice. Looks like, although I do feel bad for everybody getting inundated with the flooding out there in Texas, but in New York we sure are enjoying this beautiful weather. So I think I'm going to place that kind of right across the center. Hi, Nancy. I hope your big sale last weekend went great. All right, so now we need to get to our bird, so we can kind of see how this is coming together. And even though we're using some wild colors, I think it's okay. It's not too overwhelming here. So I'm gonna clean, like I said, I mounted both my cardinal and my branch here on the same block. So I wanna make sure I clean off that branch before I get other pieces of Call Me Clover smudged on my card. Okay. So now I'm good. I've got the cardinal, and I'm going to stamp that in lovely lipstick on top of the Grapefruit Grove cardstock here, and that'll give us a fun tone-on-tone look. So again, the cardinal is kind of big, so just mush it around and then double check. Just make sure you've got all of your cardinal pieces colored there. Oh, a little cloudy and cooler out in Washington. Oh, well, maybe this card will cheer it up. This will definitely add some sunshine to you. And let me see if I've got I got a little scrap of paper out here in my garbage bin, because I'm going to wipe off some of that extra lipstick ink, because I can see them already. Oh, yep, I've got a little bit there on my finger. That must be where it's coming from. Okay, so let's go this way. Sometimes if you alternate your images on here, you can get more die cuts out of them. So how cool does that look? Just by stamping with a darker color on a lighter color cardstock there, we get a two-tone cardinal. We don't even have to color him. He's good to go. Close up the ink pads, and then, yes, I'm going to die cut him as well. All right, so you can see how that's gonna fit right together. Run this through my Big Shot, my die cutting machine here. Okay. All right, yeah, I just love it when there is die cuts for everything, because I'm not a fussy cut person. Okay, ooh, I like it. Let me put some dimensionals on here. don't want my card to fall apart, so I'll definitely put on a few, hold them in place there. I know this is a very unusual color combo, but Stampin' Up's colors are so amazing that they all coordinate so well together. Okay, so let me put this kind of, so one thing to, because you don't want his little pointy feathers there to be falling off the card when you close it out to try to send it to somebody. So I think I'm gonna do this, and then he's kind of balanced here, top and bottom. Oh, wonderful. I also had a beautiful morning today, and that's kind of why I'm all dressed up here. All right, so we also, according to the card on the front, we need some little, we've got some extra pieces here in our die cuts. We need some of these little little sprig pieces. So, oops, okay, I'm gonna grab those out, get this stuck back in there. And then I'm gonna pull out the sentiment. I love the little "for you with love" here. So don't forget as you're watching that if you comment and share the love of this video with others, if you can think of someone that might enjoy this bright card or who likes cardinals, then I will do a giveaway next Friday. All right, I think I'm losing my mind, because where's my, I know I had that piece of rich raspberry here for the die cuts. Okay. Again, do you guys do this? The things I like, I'll probably find it as soon as I move. Or did anybody see where I, do you hear? Actually, that I believe is a blue jay. We have a lot of birds out here. We have a small apple orchard actually, and the birds are loving it, and so are the deer. We've had quite a few of those in our yard lately. Okay, so I don't know what I did with my little scrap of rich raspberry, but I'm gonna add this in here too. My kitty was just in here to check on me. It's so funny. She's such a little pampered princess, but she loves to be outside. We only let her out when we're home, because she's kind of a small little cat, and I don't know how worldwide wise she is, but she sticks pretty close to the porch. She likes to venture around some of the trees and things like that we have nearby. But she stays pretty close, and it's funny that she likes to check in. So she'll be outside for, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes or so, and then she's got to run in and check on us, make sure all is good. And once she's done that, then she runs back outside. So she was in here just at the start of this video, and then she snuck back out. And look at that, I found my other piece. Yep, I knew I'd find it as soon as I didn't need it. But I thought I ran both the small and the large. Yeah, I was thinking the bird here, we could also do that as a blue jay. I think we could do some fun color combos. But yeah, so we have a lot of blue jays around here, chickadees. I haven't seen too many cardinals here lately, but we do have those too. All right, set my little scraps aside. I think I'm done big shotting for a little bit. So we've got this little swath of adhesive that's kind of peeking out, and I want to hide that. So I'm going to use my mini glue dots here and adhere my little sprigs kind of here behind, kind of tuck them in there, and we'll disguise the fact that we've got just a little bit of adhesive peeking out. Hi, Lorraine, how are you? I know you love birds. So we're making this really bright colored cardinal here. So, yep, my little sprigs there, kind of hide that. And then we'll put a little label for the words on there too. So we'll point them in both directions. And that'll kind of hide the fact too that, you know, maybe his feet aren't exactly on the branch. He's not in full landing mode, but not everybody needs to notice that. So we'll just kind of stick these around. Again, this will be, we'll have our little label to kind of go across here. So we'll hide some of that. You always build your cards from usually from the bottom up. So that's why we start with our base and then move our way up. So I thought for the label, because I want to use the little For You With Love stamp. So I've pulled out the stitched nested labels dies, and I'm gonna go with this size here, because that, one thing you can do is you can always take your dies and kind of layer it over your stamp set, because all the images on the case are in actual size. So that looks like that fits good. So I've actually pre-die cut, and I didn't lose it this time. This in Whisper White. And we'll stamp our greeting here in the Blueberry Bushel. Okay, come on, Blueberry Bushel. New ink pad cases. They just need a little work to get them moving. So I'm gonna stamp this right here. Yay, and it's not too crooked, so that's good. Clean this off. Okay. All right, close my ink pad. But can you see it? I think it's really kind of cool how it's all coming together. Of course, we want a couple dimensionals to hold everything in place. Dimensionals are like my best friend. Okay, and see, perfect. We're gonna put this right over the edge, and it kind of disguises those little glue dots and things. Holds it all together. What do you think? Do we need some fun little enamel dots? These are the Happiness Blooms dots, and they're in the In colors here. So let's see what, I don't know if I want to do yellow. I mean, the lovely lipstick is fun. Maybe the green. I don't know. Yeah, she's a good supervisor. All right, so you guys comment which color. I think I want to do a big dot. To do it right up here. So should I go with the garden? Call Me Clover, the Grapefruit Grove, lovely lipstick. I don't think I want to do the Blueberry Bushel because it's too similar. Or the Pineapple Punch there. All right, and then you guys can tell me how you think I did with my, nobody's here watching me stamp, so I'm going to put my skirt here, and you guys can see the cardinals. So these are where I got the colors from. We had what I thought was some of the Balmy Blue, and the Call Me Clover, and then the Blueberry Bushel. And then the cardinals were tone on tone, so that's why I did lovely lipstick over the Grapefruit Grove. And then in here are also some pieces of, like, touches of the Rich Razzleberry. So, what do you think? Did I do a pretty good job matching it up? Can you guys see that there? All right, so Luann is saying she's voting for Call Me Clover. So I think maybe we'll do that. And her little tip is, if your stamp cases are a little tough to open here, then use a little WD-40 on the end of a Q-tip. Oh, good idea. So I might have to do that. Just kind of put a little bit there on the inside of the snap mechanism, and that way they'll be good to go. Okay, so I'm gonna use a Call Me Clover, one of the big dots here. Stick it right up here. And voila, I think it's gorgeous. What do you guys think? All right. Oh, and you know what? We have these little wispies that I forgot about. So let me just grab a couple more little glue dots here, and let's see if we can, I think we can kind of tuck these, maybe we can kind of tuck these in under, oops, tuck it in there. Gonna add some little pieces, little accents. There we go. These are when we cut out the vellum. All right, again, tuck that down in there, and then I can layer, kind of layer these around. Fun, huh? All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this project and this little out-of-the-box color combination there. Of course, like and share my video, and I will draw one of your names next week. Thank you so much. I also hope to next Friday is the 27th, so we're winding down the month here, and I hope to have some exciting announcements and hopefully share that I'm going to Maui. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye-bye.